Okay, everybody, today we're going to talk about Pam Bondi. You don't know about Pam Bondi? I don't blame you. Not even my mom knows about some of these people. Well, to sum it up, Pam Bondi is the United States Attorney General. That's right. She is head of the Department of Justice. You know, the place that's responsible for putting the bad people away.
You don't say. You don't say. You don't say.
Boy, she sure loves pointing at people. She should be used to how a courtroom works, you know, act accordingly. Not this time. Boy, did she put on a show for her boss, Donald Trump.
We are honored to be.
Pam, sorry, you got a little.
Do I? Did I get it?
No, it's still there.
This hearing involves her work as a head of the Department of Justice thus far. So, come on, Pam Bondi. I want to believe.
The Department of Justice's core mission is to fight violent crime, protect the American people, and defend the rule of law above all else.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
It must be opposite day every day in Pam Bondi's mind when it comes to justice. Funny, that's not what he ran on during his campaign. Before it was affordability and deportation. Now it's crime. I can do whatever I want as long as I say that I'm fighting crime. You might as well run the Scruff McGruff commercials.
Scruff, McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652 can help take a bite out of crime.
I want it.
Crime is declining. This did not happen by accident. The numbers tell an important yet straightforward story. President Trump has given us the resources, the support, and the leadership to protect the American people. President Trump's policies have saved lives. I cannot think of a policy outcome more important than protecting the lives of American citizens. Can you?
Oh, brother.
If that's true, why don't you turn around and tell that to the survivors of the Epstein files just right behind you that you refuse to look at? Yeah, there it is.
And as we sit here, I think you've seen the news this morning. The news is reporting that cartel drones are being shot down by our military. That's what we all should care about right now, protecting America.
Lies, lies, and more lies, and lies on top of lies.
From party balloons. They shot down party balloons. Or is this an example of alternative facts? Let's start off with something easy for you to answer. You know, 1+1 type shit.
Donald Trump attended various parties with Jeffrey Epstein. I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
Whoa. There was a whole lot of dead air there, Pam Bondi. Take your time. Don't want you to incriminate your boss. Okay? Make sure the lie fits the narrative. Okay, now, what you got?
This is so ridiculous, and that they are trying to deflect from all the great things Donald Trump has done. There is no evidence that Donald Trump has committed a crime. Everyone knows that. This has been the most transparent presidency.
You're a liar.
But oh no, Pam Bondi wasn't done. She has some choice words for the senator in her little burn book that she brings to these meetings with a list of insults for Democrats that are on this committee.
This is what Congressman Liu didn't want to talk about. He didn't want to talk about all the crime that is happening in his state.
She has none of that smoke for Republicans, but suddenly has the ability to answer questions for Republicans. You're not going to hear about crime in Republican states because they don't want you to know about crime in Republican states.
How many people work for the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team in the criminal division today?
Can I answer the question about Penn?
I've asked you a question. How many
You've
people
asked
work?
me a question, but you don't
How
want
many
the answer.
people work
I'm not
for the
gonna answer your
National
questions the way you
Cryptocurrency
want.
Enforcement Team? You won't answer how many
I'll
people-
answer Penn.
You...
Penn will not be
you know what?
weaponized.
You know what?
What's
Madam
funny
Attorney
about
General,
this?
I'll say to the chairman.
What's funny about
Chairman,
this?
you know what?
What's funny is that you openly refuse to answer any of his questions. Only what you want to answer. Apparently, this is how this works. Damn, I've been getting it wrong all these years.
Might as well ask the chairman these questions.
I'd be happy
because
to
what
answer some of your questions.
what's profound, the questions I've
Profound?
asked,
The crime in your
I've
district.
asked, Mr. Chairman, are not trick questions. They're not gotcha questions. They're actually basic questions about how the Department of Justice functions and the unwillingness of this Attorney General to answer them in good faith. When a member of Congress asks how many people work at the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team and the Attorney General refuses to answer it, it is not a coincidence. It's because she eliminated the team. Why? Because her boss, the President of the United States, is making money hand over fist, $1.4 billion over the course of the last year through cryptocurrency holdings.
I must say that there has never been another president who has made as much money in office than Donald Trump. For himself. Y'all okay with that? Because his family's eating good right now. Oh, let's not forget that he's suing the IRS and Treasury Department for $10 billion.
Let me explain to you guys how this works. The IRS is him. He runs the federal government. The DOJ that he's going to be working with to do this is him. He's negotiating with himself. When he settles with himself, he will be dictating his own payout. $10 billion of your money to his pockets.
Y'all okay with that? Some of y'all probably don't care, right? Because there's not a letter in the mail saying, hey, I know you need this money, but Donald Trump wants to take a flight on his private plane and needs the gas money.
Unfortunately, a prosecutor who refuses to do Trump's bidding has no place in this DOJ, so Mr. Siebert was forced out. Trump could not contain his fury that he expressed to you in a social media post addressed to you by name. I'm sure you've seen it. Quote, I fired him and there is a great case, he wrote to you about Mr. Siebert. Then we moved down. We can't delay any longer. It's killing our reputation and credibility. They impeached me twice and indicted me 5 times over nothing. Justice must be served now. And obviously, you followed that order.
Ah, yes. I remember this. Donald Trump wanted Pam Bondi to find Durham his political rivals, aka people doing their jobs, because, you know, nobody's above the law, and wanted everybody else in on the secret. Y'all find this normal? Why is the bar set so low for this man? Isn't it weird that he hires the most unqualified people for these positions? He's not hiring for the job. He's hiring them for body shields from lawsuits. Hey man, I want to hire you for this job. I'll pay you a lot of money, but if shit goes down, you got to take the fall for it. Deal? Who would sign off on that job? Criminals. That's who would sign off on that job. Criminals. Which is why your department exists. To take down criminals.
The president saying they indicted me twice. They sure did. They tried to impeach him twice. And you, Mr. Nadler, were one of the leads on the impeachment. I was on the other side. I lived that with you. During impeachment, you said the president conspired, sought foreign interference in the 2016 election. Robert Mueller found no evidence, none, of foreign interference in 2016. Have you apologized to President Trump? Have you apologized to President Trump, all of you who participated in those impeachment hearings against Donald Trump? You all should be apologizing.
Unfortunately, there was foreign interference. A lot. Actually, multiple. So can I reverse Uno and get Trump to apologize instead?
Nope.
Well, we're not here for the truth. That's down the hall.
Come to see the show.
There is no credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals.
Is that your position as well?
My position is any victim who comes forward, of course, we would love to hear from them. 1-800-CALL-FBI.
That's it? That's really the number? Might as well be.
555-5555.
Did you ask Merrick Garland that the last 4 years? Did you talk about Epstein?
I'm reclaiming
at all
my
the
time.
last
I'm
4
glad you're
years?
asking about Merrick Garland.
You don't get to reclaim
because
time
this
when
is
you don't-
bigger than
when you can't-
Watergate.
when I don't answer a question the
This
way you
goes
want.
over 4 administrations. You don't have to go back to Biden. Let's go back to Obama. Let's go back to George Bush. This cover-up spans decades, and you are responsible for this portion of it.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
This is true. Previous administrations have been sitting on these Epstein files reaching all the way back to the Bush administration. But unfortunately, it has now landed in Pam Bondi's lap. What you gonna do with it?
Not a damn thing!
I like to put this whole situation into like Lord of the Rings terminology. You know, Jeffrey Epstein is Sauron and the Epstein files is the One Ring. In every administration, we've gotten a Isildur who hasn't destroyed the ring but kept it for himself, aka the Epstein files. Now we've got Pam Bondi. Is she going to be another Isildur, or are we finally going to get our Frodo Baggins, y'all?
He's a hypocrite because he voted against the ban that we were talking about on deep fake AI. Only 2 people voted against it, and you were one of them, hypocrite.
Isildur, I've got no words, okay? Whatever you do is on your own time. But do you really think this is important right now? I mean, y'all make AI photos of Barack Obama as a monkey and Trump flying a jet and on protesters. I think y'all both wrong. But let's excuse the fact that you're trying to compare AI corn with whatever your boss is being accused of. Y'all lucky I wasn't the one asking questions because I would have crashed out.
Shut up! Shut up!
What I still can't seem to grasp is that the majority of people in this administration, Trump has talked about you at some point or time, and now you work for him. Make sure to scrub that part of the video footage where Trump called you a... This woman is not that tough. I bet you she couldn't wait to get out that room. Just make sure you wipe your nose before you get home.